Welcome back to Success Today. I'm your host, Bob Guinea. Now, joining me today is one of the most fascinating guys I've had the opportunity to meet, a huge success in one of the most competitive real estate markets in the world in Los Angeles, David Delgado. David, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely. There is something that your company does that I think is pretty incredible, and we're going to get to that. But first, why don't you tell me about why you're in this business, how you came to be in this business, and what's gotten you here today?
Sure, absolutely, Bob. My name is David Delgado, President and CEO with Delgado Realty Group, and I'm from LA, Los Angeles. I cover the Los Angeles, Orange County, Riverside, and San Bernardino markets. We specialize in selling homes for faster than the average agent. We sell them in about 59 days, whereas the average agent sells them in about 120 days.
Wow.
We could also get more money for our clients, approximately 2.4% more. That's about $12,000 on the average home sales price in our market. So we're able to sell them for more money, and also when they hire us, we're just more likely to sell.
Right.
We sell them, our success closing rate's 97% versus the average area is 67%. And we could do this because we just have a lot of buyers. We have over 7,000 buyers in our database. 342 of those buyers are all pre-approved, waiting to buy. And if one of those buyers don't buy it, we'll just step in and buy it ourselves.
That's what I think is so fantastic. So basically, you issue this as a challenge, but also as a guarantee to your clients that if I don't sell your home, I'll end up buying it myself. So one way or another, they're going to sell that place.
That's right. Our goal is to stick with a realistic price plan that it's going to sell. So we're not in the business to overpromise any of our customers, and that's why we really put that in writing.
Yeah.
We want to take some of that risk, which most agents aren't there to compete with.
Sure. Yeah, I can't imagine too many people would put their money on the line like that. So that's pretty fantastic.
Right.
Now, how did you get started on all of this?
Well, this goes back from an early dream I've had since the age of 2. I've always dreamt about being in real estate, so I'm very proud to say I'm living that dream right now.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a real estate investor, mover and shaker in LA County, and he's always basically told me to stay away from pursuing that as a career, selling real estate.
And stay out of that whole world.
Stay out of it. And so I wanted to, going through life, I really just wanted to help people. And so I was trying to find a career, going through college, trying to help people. So I came up with this idea and taking some accounting classes and maybe becoming a CPA and just helping people with their finances. I just soon found out this is probably not the best thing for me if this is not truly what I really wanted to do.
You weren't passionate about it.
I wasn't passionate about it. And so I said, I'm going to just go after and get my real estate license and, just go against what he had to say. He's 100% right, though.
You shouldn't have done it?
Well, there's 32,000 agents in our marketplace,
Yeah.
and 95% of those agents sell anywhere between 3 and 5 homes a year. So I really had my, odds against me about succeeding or not. So
Sure.
He's absolutely 100% correct. It's a tough industry to get involved with.
Yeah, I mean, and I would imagine a lot of people fall by the wayside pretty quickly. And here you are, 20 years after becoming an agent, still in the business, still successful. I mean, you started in '96. You're almost there. You're 19 years in. That's a long time to stay in that industry and to be successful in such a tough and competitive market.
It's a very long time, but it seems like it's a very short time when you really enjoy what you're doing out there.
Oh, yeah.
Which, for me, it's helping people either buy or sell. And so when I was able to figure out how to reach out to the prospects and clients that want to do business with me, it's been just a no-brainer. It's been very easy to just help with these people, give them really good advice. And one of the things that they should do if they're ever thinking about selling real estate is have a checklist.
Yeah.
Develop a checklist. Like if you're a CEO of a company and you're going to hire somebody to sell your home, whether your home be $100,000 or $500,000 or millions of dollars, you're going to be selling one of your largest assets that you'll ever buy or sell.
Sure.
So you got to make sure that you hire the right agent out there. One of the things that I suggest is writing some questions down and do an interview process with these agents. And I've got 23 of these questions that you could ever request. You could go to our websites and get that information from us, and we'll send it out to you for free of charge without any obligation. But one of the questions that maybe the viewers want to write down right now is, it's a real critical question, and it's not about, a simple one could be, how long have you been selling real estate for? That's kind of like a given, right?
Sure.
But I think you should get into a little bit more details about the person's history. So one of the things I like to recommend is find out their list price to sales price ratio.
Okay.
To give you an example about that one is, if they have a history of selling homes below 95% of the list price and sales price ratio, you should be a little bit concerned with that.
Yeah, they're basically giving it away at that point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So whereas my team and I, we sell homes anywhere between 98 to 101% of the list price to sales price ratio. And the end result is just putting more money in our clients' pockets.
Right. No, that's fantastic. You said you got in this business originally to help people. I know you've helped so many. If you could think of one or two, real interesting success stories that you have that you could share with our viewers, maybe where things seemed a little bleak, didn't seem like they're going to be as successful as you wanted them to, and then boom, with every experience that you've had, you were able to turn that around. Could you share that with us?
Absolutely. I get emails and positive feedback from our services all the time, and there's one lady that stands out. She reached out to us. She received our flyer in the mail. It's basically saying your home sold guaranteed, or I'll buy it. And she was hesitant to call us at first. She got it. She's had her home listed multiple times, 2 other times with 2 different agents in a marketplace.
It didn't sell. Yeah.
And it didn't sell. Her name's Frances from Azusa. So she picked up the phone and she called me. And so I set the appointment and went down there. I showed her our entire marketing system. We went over all the different buyers that we have in our database, our track record. I laid it all on the table for her. And within 14 days, we sold it for 100% of her asking price.
That's awesome. Especially when she's had it listed so many times before and lost out.
Right.
So good for you. Well, David, obviously 20 years in the business, I'm sure everyone already knows how to find you, but with Delgado and everything that you've done, what's the best way for our viewers to find you?
Yeah, they could just visit our website or just give us a call at the office.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us, and continued success.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.